not the asshole. Declared. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Hello. We're going to be doing something a little different today. We're going to be reading Reddit. We're going to be reading Reddit stories. Am I the asshole? I feel like we should come up with a name. I feel like I can't be saying arsehole. We'll think of one. Am I the a-hole? Do you know what's slightly wild as well is I can hear the birds outside. It's only 2 in the morning. It's 4 minutes to 2. I can hear birds outside. Do they come out this early? That's a little wild though. Am I the a-hole for having an issue with my 23 female boyfriend, 26 male, taking a sick day from work? Immediately? Yes. Yes, that's the vibe I'm getting. I just need some outside opinions. My boyfriend, let's call him Dan, has a sore throat, so he stayed home from work yesterday. I've been working from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, this week. Today was my first day off. Nothing wrong with that. Dan's job and my job are completely different. He completed college and scored a cushy office job that pays $28, and he works from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday usually. To give him some credit, office job still sucks. But okay. To give him some credit, he works in logistics and it looks complicated when he's working from home, but he works out of a cubicle and stays in one spot all day. Still mentally taxing anyway. I'm still trying to complete college, so I have a job that is way more hands-on. I work with children. Specifically, I work at a playground for children. So I am constantly moving to put toys back where they go, cleaning pee and poop accidents out of the playground, prepping enormous amounts of food for children's parties, and I even have to wear a hot-ass mascot suit to dance with kids multiple times a day. It's a lot, and it's only $11 an hour. On to the actual issue. There is one TV, and I wanted to watch movies today by myself because, shocker, I am also sick. I rarely get to use the TV because as soon as Dan gets home, he's playing on his PS5. I don't really care that he plays it, but why is it... I don't really care that he plays it, but why does it have to be all day, every day? No joke, he plays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on his off days and 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. on his working days. Again, that is the only TV that I can stream movies on, and so it's either watch him play this game, go downstairs and watch one of the Spanish soap operas that play on cable. I don't speak/understand much Spanish. Okay, so today was my day to use the TV because he is supposed to be working from 6 to 3 and he already got to stay home and play all day yesterday. Unfortunately, when I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning, he was very much not at work. I asked him why he wasn't working and he said, oh, I was really just not feeling good at all, so I turned around and came home. Okay, I told him then that if he's feeling really feeling that terrible, then he should be resting and not drinking energy drinks and playing his game for hours on end, and that this was my one day off this week, so I wanted to watch movies and take a sick day off on my own. I am not allowed to take any sick days at work unless I have a contagious disease or am on the verge of losing consciousness. Unfortunately, that is how a lot of like workspaces go. Like, you have to be basically dying, and even at then, like, employers don't want you to take sick days off. It's crazy out here. I've been throwing up at work all week, but I was just told to drink some water and shake it off by my boss. So this off day is my sick day. Dan called me selfish for wanting a day by myself, and we got into a huge argument about how it's his house so he can do what he wants in it. We rent and I pay half, so it's just as much my house as it is. He's calling me a bitch and an asshole for demanding that I use the TV today when he's feeling sick. I just wanted to be able to use TV on my day off. So am I the arsehole for being pissed that he had to take 2 sick days in a row for a sore throat? Not the arsehole, personally. Do you know, it reminds me of one of those things where I see it a lot when like women are often sick. We kind of just like get on with it. I'm not saying that this is what I think, but I just think it's funny that when women are sick, we tend to like deal with it better just because of like maybe like period pains and stuff like that, right? And then when men are sick, people like they get like the man flu, and like they claim that it's really, really serious and stuff like that, and they're just like completely debilitated even if we had like the same thing, but we still get up and do stuff. And it just kind of reminds me of that. Obviously both things can be true at the same time. Alright? But, I don't know, can you learn to share? Is that so hard? Is that so hard? He gets the TV for a few hours, you get the TV for a few hours. Boom. Done. Sorted. Tell him to learn Spanish. Tell him to learn Spanish. I don't know, I mean, sore throats are probably more annoying. Also, I don't like how you worded his job. You're saying he has a cushy office job. I don't like how you said that, because even though a job may not be physically demanding, it can still be mentally demanding. You get me? Yeah, I didn't like that. But anyway, I would not say that you're the asshole. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to grow up and start acting like an adult? Oh, okay, buddy. Okay. I think he's been declared not the a-hole though. Or she. We don't know. I moved in with my girlfriend of 2 years and we've been living together for about a year now. The first year was good, but it was very honeymoon phase of seeing each other a couple of times a week for date nights and things like that. Fast forward to year 2, living together, and I'm losing my mind at the utter laziness and uselessness of my girlfriend. Oh, my girlfriend practically brags about never having more than 1/4 tank of gas, which at first I thought it was whatever. Like, what? Why would you brag about that? Never having more. Why would you brag about that? My dad has always drilled it into me that in case of like you get into some sort of like situation, you should never keep your fuel tank below you need like a decent amount of level in case you have like a fuck ton of traffic. It's snowy, so you can't get to the petrol station. You don't want to be stranded. That's so dumb. In year 1, I've had to bring a gas can to her 4 times because she ran out of gas. Yeah, fuck that. She recently ran out of oil in her car, which pretty much ruined her car after I told her for almost 3 weeks she needs an oil change. She constantly snoozes her alarm and gets reprimanded at work. One time I was out of town on work and she calls me to tell me I need to call the cat sitter that I had to find for her cat because she's going on an impromptu cruise with her friend. Dude, I don't think you're her boyfriend. I think you're just like an NPC at this point. Like, she just calls upon you whenever she needs. She will complain that we don't have plans and expects me to coordinate everything about our life, whether it is travel, food, cleaning, bills, plans with friends, holidays, it doesn't matter. If I don't do laundry, it will sit there for weeks. If I don't do dishes, they'll sit there for weeks. I do not like unclean areas. This would drive me up the wall. I could list 1,000 other things, but after the oil change situation, I finally lost my top. Don't blame me. Not only does she do all of these things, she says stuff like, this only happens... Oh, brother, this guy stinks! And sulks about how hard her life is and how all these very regular parts of being an adult are so overwhelming, which is why she needs me to do it. I don't like this. I finally blew my top after trying to be gentle with her for months. I told her to grow the fuck up and get used to it. Stop putting herself in overwhelming situations and take some fucking responsibility for the consequences of her actions. We've been fighting ever since and I just don't have the patience anymore, so I'm becoming more and more condescending, sometimes on purpose, sometimes subconsciously. Am I the asshole? No, she is. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm surprised it took you that long. I'm surprised it took you that long. Okay, first and foremost, I wouldn't let you brag about having your tank less than 1/4 full because I would tell you what my dad told me. And he's a mechanic, so... and he just has common sense. So I would probably... I was going to say cuss you out for it. I wouldn't do that. But I would politely tell you, you really should be, I don't know, thinking about all the possibilities of you getting stuck in traffic and people having to come and get you, because I don't want to keep doing that shit. Not the asshole. Declared. Am I the asshole for calling out my boyfriend's behaviour? Hi, me, 27 female, and my boyfriend, 28 male, are living together since 7 years now. Both of us are pretty happy with where we are in life at the moment. I'm almost done with uni and he got a job himself that he likes, and together we earn enough money to live a bit carefree. There is just one thing. I do all the housework. Hell nah. Obviously, I tried to talk to him about trying to help more several times. He says that he can't clean the cat litter because it's disgusting. Whose cat is it? Very important. Whose cat is it? Because it's disgusting. Same thing when they throw up or got poop zoomies. Do cats get poop zoomies? That's okay. Some people can't do that. Cool. Cooking. Well before starting uni, I actually became a chef, so I got something solid if I fail in uni. So he says I do it way better and he can't cook. Fair. Okay. Cleaning up. He hates cleaning. Love how that's the only reason. Coffee, tea, breakfast. As I'm flexible due to uni rarely starting early, so I time breakfast and a hot beverage fitting to his work times. Dishes, when I'm persistent enough, he helps. Clothing, I do 95% of that. Some other things related to daily tasks. So when I came home after a meeting around 12:30 p.m, he was hungry and I said, can't right now, need to do one-to-one things, thesis related, we'll cook after that. His answer was, oh, so I can't eat right now. I mean, you can, if you make it your damn self. Well, I was a bit stressed out by the meeting and I just thought, fuck it, and went in the kitchen and started cooking. Oh, wow, really? I thought you was like, fuck it. One of the cats didn't like the food I gave them the evening before and was a bit naughty, so she played a bit with the paintings on the wall in his room, so I could hear, hey, take care of this cat, will you? I'm working and can't right now. So I did. While cooking, I did some housework on the side. A few days before that, we replaced our wardrobe for a bigger one and put the smaller one that does not look like a wardrobe at all in the office for office things. He said his older clothes that don't fit anymore need to be washed before being placed in the new wardrobe. So about 4 washing machine loads later, there was a pile of clothing in the bedroom and I had no time to do that yet, so that pile was still there on said day I had the meeting for my thesis. There is a lot going on right now. When he changed clothes after being done with the work, he came out of the bedroom and said, still looks like stuff exploded in there. I was kind of pissed there and said, well, put away... Oh no, here we go. Well, put away your shit yourself then. I'm busy too, and it's not my fault if you're a lazy person who wants their mummy to bring them food and drinks all day while cleaning up after them. Good for you. This obviously made him mad and said, I'm busy working all day, you're being a bitch right now and I'm not up for a conversation like this. That hurt me a bit, and due to being stressed already, I just cried a bit, don't blame me. And all I got to hear was, oh come on, don't overreact now. And he just ended the topic with that. Do you think I'm the asshole for calling him out in that manner? Did I upset him more than I should have with that? And did that make me the ass? Not the asshole. Oh my god. That's crazy. There is so much going on. I'm gonna say it depends whose cat it is who cleans up the litter specifically. It's the same thing with my dog. I don't expect my partner to walk my dog, feed my dog all the time, or even like pay for his food. That's my responsibility. I bought the dog. Cooking though, again, like this is the thing with me and my partner. We split things fairly evenly. I don't live with him, so I suppose that's not, I can't say, oh, it's the same thing. I don't live with him, but I have spent a decent amount of time, like 2 weeks in a row. We were good. And he likes cooking. So he cooked. I washed the dishes, but he did the laundry, purely because they weren't my clothes. I didn't wash my clothes. Dirty bitch. Yeah, you really need to have like you're both doing stuff, so there's no excuse for like you're not working, so then your time is freed up. Like you're both doing shit. He's just being a bitch. Yeah, I think you did good calling him out. Sometimes people need it right in their face. And him going, oh, don't overreact, like he didn't, going, oh, you were being a bitch right now. Don't call me a bitch. Am I the asshole for using my car wreck as a reason for not remembering people? Probably. Some shit that I might do for like a second and then like immediately go, haha, just joking. So I gotta give you 2 little backgrounds before I get to the question. In elementary and middle school, I was tormented. I went to a really small town school and the queen bee decided she didn't like me. If I made a friend, she would do everything in her power to make them hate me. I was very isolated because of this and tried to hurt myself multiple times, which prompted my mum to switch me to a school a few towns over. The second background is 12 years ago, I was in a really bad rollover accident. I rolled my car 5 times down a highway trying to miss a log in the road. I was in therapy and had multiple surgeries over the course of 2 years. Besides nerve damage and some scars, I'm 100% now. There was no brain damage or anything, thankfully. Thank God. Where is this going? On to my am I the arsehole question. A few years ago, I started getting friend requests or messages from people from that school. I want nothing to do with them. If I did, I would have reached out on my own. Telling people I have no interest in talking to them usually leads to the question of why. It's annoying and I don't feel like I need to explain myself. So I started using my rec and saying, I'm sorry, but I was in a really bad car wreck a while back. And most of my childhood and teenage years is just a blur, so unfortunately I don't remember you. It works and people usually leave me alone after that. Today, my daughter is out with my mum and they ran into one of those girls. She naturally remembered my mum and started asking about me. My daughter messaged me asking if I remember the girl. I told my daughter just tell her I had a car wreck and don't remember her. My daughter asked why and I explained it to her and why I do it. She says I'm an asshole and my partner thinks I'm being petty and I should just suck it up and tell people I don't want to talk to them. I think I'm too old to answer people's questions and saying that saves me the headache and they leave me the hell alone. I'm saving my mental health, so am I the arsehole for using my car wreck as the reason I don't remember people that I don't want anything to do with? Okay, well, you have been declared an arsehole. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I would give a fuck if you're not intending on talking to them. I don't see how that would hurt them, to be honest. And that was in your elementary and middle school. Everything in our power to make them hate you, and you were very isolated. Like, they didn't give a fuck about you then. They're not gonna give a fuck about you now. You telling them that you were in a car accident and that your memory's kind of been a little bit fuzzy shouldn't matter to them. If you're not intending on talking to them, I personally don't see an issue. Am I an asshole? It's not like you're using that to your advantage in getting like something out of them. It's not like you're friends with them. I feel like it shouldn't matter. Yes, you should have maybe sucked it up and told them that you don't fancy talking to them. Like, nah, I left that shit behind me. I'm gonna move on now. But I don't see it being like this massive issue. But let's read the comments. People are gonna go, you're the asshole. Oh my god. Okay, you're the asshole. Oh yeah, so just don't respond. Ah, true. That's also an option. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But I like the drama. You're the asshole. Just ignore them instead of pretending to be disabled with brain. Oh. That's a thing as well. Yup. My bad. Okay, honestly, lying and saying you don't remember them, your childhood, is more likely to make them pay more attention to you and attempt to rewrite history. Oh, by pretending they were always nice and you were friends than if you just didn't engage with them at all. You're right. You're the asshole. It's a convenient lie, but a lie nonetheless. You could say none of your business, or I hated everything about middle school, or because of the way Queen Bee made my life hell. You don't owe them an explanation or a debate about who did what back in middle school. But you also don't need to lie. True. Oh yeah, telling your daughter to lie for you. My bad. My bad. Asshole right here. Asshole. I don't talk to a lot of people, alright? What? This is new. Am I the asshole? I was house sitting. But it's tagged as everyone sucks. What? I didn't even know you could tag it as that. I'm currently house sitting. So I'm fucking up. Everyone sucks, including me. I'm currently house sitting, but I live at 5 miles away from. Oh my god! I live 5 miles away from my parents' house. They left for 1 month. I was told to make sure their house was okay while they were away, I guess. My brother, who lives next door, He would do laundry and shower. My parents agreed since his water was frozen, he could do that. Fast forward about 5 days later, he lets me know he's got the house covered as he does not work full time and very sporadically same with his wife. I was so thankful that I was being relieved of the responsibility for 2 days, but I let him know the rules before. 1, not to leave his kids at the house unattended. 2, no dogs in the house. 3, just pick up after your house. Also, let him know that the kitchen sink drain was frozen. I'm assuming that he didn't listen to any of it. I had texted him every day asking if the house is fine. He said, yeah, no worries. So obviously I believed my brother. Big mistake. Until Tuesday, I decided I had 2 days of not worrying about I was going to tell him I'm going to swing in. I text him I was going to come over. He tells me they are very sick and nobody is at my parents' house, so I end up driving over. First thing I get there too was melting salt and Drano mixed together in the sink that looks like it has been sitting clogged and full of gross sink water. Literal black sludge that had been sitting there for at least a day and night. All the garbage is piled up and overflowing. The floors look like they all just walked in wearing boots, and to top it off, his wife's kids were sent over there when they didn't want to worry about them at their house with his 3 boxers. I was pissed. I took pictures, asked him what's going on. He was like, it's not that bad. So I said fuck it and told my dad, as I knew his wife would flip out. Fast forward to later that night is when I finished my normal work day. I had gone to my parents to completely clean, and my wife came with me to help. It took us 1.5 hours of deep cleaning to get it back to normal. That's not bad. 1.5 hours for deep cleaning? That's not bad. It took me longer to clean just my bathroom earlier. He barges in. I look at him and say, don't you have COVID? I'm sorry. Don't you have COVID? Which he said, nope, I'm feeling fine. So I say, okay, what's up? And he begins yelling at me why I snitched on him. Why am I such a little bitch, etc., etc. I tell him calmly I'm not doing that with him, but he keeps escalating, telling me I wasn't doing my job of watching the house. I was only there twice out of the 17 days they've been gone. My wife said, no, actually, it's been a lot more than that. He snaps and raises his voice at her, calling her a lying piece of shit. At that point, I start yelling at him to shut the fuck up and get the fuck out. It continues for another 5 minutes after he says some vile things. He leaves, but now I'm wondering, am I the arsehole? Yeah, I think the tag is correct. Everyone sucks. You were given the responsibility of house sitting, and you didn't even do that. Buddy, someone has given you this responsibility. You need to take ownership of that. Everyone fucking sucks. Oh no, this is such a small one. Am I the arsehole for refusing to be my mum's caretaker? Been titled as arsehole. Am I the arsehole for telling my mum that I refuse to take care of her or take her to her chemotherapy as she continues to smoke? She has stage NG cancer? What's that? And I feel like it's not fair for her to expect me to be her caretaker and support person if she doesn't even take care of herself. Okay, so before I look at the comments, health's a bitch. Yeah, health is a bitch. Yes, but I understand your reasoning, right? I get that she's still continuing to do the thing that got her the cancer, so she's not taking it seriously. She's not taking her health seriously. So I do understand that, but at the end of the day, maybe she also personally feels like she's just gonna die. Maybe she's punishing herself. I don't know. Maybe you just being there for her will make a world of difference. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what the comments are about. You don't want to hear me talk about this. You want to hear about other people. I knew a man who was in the end of life stage 4 lung cancer. They told him not to bother quitting as it would stress him out so much more. So he smoked and drank, had a great Halloween party. He lived it up. He lived 3 more years when they gave him 6 months. The point is no one knows what will happen. Quitting now won't help anything. Do you want to be the asshole for not being there for your mum? Personally, I think you're upset and scared and angry. The anger is justifiable, and it's like having grief before anything happens. You're mad that you can't fix it. You will regret not being there for her in the future. They know what's up. Again, yeah, I feel like I can't, no one that I care about has had cancer close to me, so I don't know what that feels like. So I can't really give a solid, concrete bit of advice. But that was solid advice. It was kind of like what I said. Maybe she's just stressed, or she's punishing herself. I don't know, man. I won't call OP an asshole. I think OP is scared of what is coming, and rightfully so. It's flipping scary to lose your mum. OP, your mum can't be saved anymore. She's very likely terminal. Let her be, let her eat all the food she wants, smoke however much she wants. See if you can get her on hospice so she'll get the good pain meds. Don't worry, she won't get addicted to them. She'll pass on before that happens. Oh my god. If she wants to drink, let her. Just be there for her. That's all you can do. Make memories, see if she can still travel. Heck, even take a road trip if she's able to. Oh. Yeah, like I said, I mean, it's like, yes, you're the asshole for like not taking care of them, but it's like, again, I understand why you feel that barrier, why you want to dig your heels in and put the brakes on and not. You don't know the extent of the cancer, or maybe even how she's probably feeling about it. Again, I feel like if you don't have the cancer, you're not gonna know. Anyway, with that sad thought, we've come to the end of our little Reddit thread. I may be doing some more. I'm gonna have to search for some of these. So if you would like to see that, I don't know, tell me. I don't care if you subscribe or not. Bye.